A two-day visit by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to Qatar to woo investors continues to generate reactions from a cross-section of Nigerians. Over the weekend, President Tinubu asked Qatari investors to bring their investments to Nigeria, adding that they should report public officials who demand bribe from them. The president spoke during the Nigeria-Qatar Business and Investment Forum in Doha on Sunday.
Don't overbribe. And if it's taken from you, revert to us. Don't give. Don't let it be a problem from investing. Nigeria is serious about the revolution and evolution in business promotion that we have. We are going to remove all obstacles. We have done so much within 9 months. And I'm assuring you, it's easy. Free in, free out. Bring your investment. Whenever you are ready to go, your money is free to go out. I give you that assurance. We have with you here a man who has been here to receive recognition and award for anti-corruption, Sir TINUBU'S. Stand up, please. He was here, was all over the media, recognized for his anti-corruption stand. He's a senior member of this government, National Security Advisor.
All right. Dr. Abati, I heard you earlier talking about, President Tinubu sounding off the right notes in that, conversation. But also, I think what got some people was that actual last sentence where, he mentioned the National Security Advisor, TINUBU'S. In that delegation, you remember we talked about the fact that there were 38 of them that were at that delegation or following President Tinubu. And people are asking, we saw insecurity in Katsina State. We're seeing poverty in the land, looting and all of that. And the National Security Advisor has accompanied the president to that trip. Is he supposed to be there? That's a question I'll pose to you when I take all these tweets. This person wrote, President Bola Tinubu's commitment to fighting corruption and promoting a conducive business environment is commendable. Encouraging Qatari investors to report any instances of bribery involving Nigerian government officials demonstrates a strong stance against corruption and underscores the importance of transparency in fostering economic growth and foreign investment. Another person says, he just made a statement of no confidence to the public. No right-thinking investor will proceed after such a statement because the hallmark of productivity and prosperity in a country is leadership. Statements like this always sends the wrong signal. Well, in the meantime, when Tinubu arrived at the presidential palace for the Business and Investment Forum on Sunday, he was received by Qatari captains of industry and some Nigerian delegates who accompanied the president to Qatar, including his two sons, Sheyi and Yinka Tinubu. All right, we see Sheyi and Yinka Tinubu there. People are asking, what portfolio do they hold? Was this what is their position there? at this point. Let me take this tweet from Brother Bath. He wrote, Nigerians must stop Tinubu from taking his sons, Sheyi, for official state matters. It is dangerous. 1. Why are Nigerians keeping quiet while Bola Tinubu mess Nigeria with impunity? Here is Sheyi Tinubu as part of presidential team to Qatar state visit. This is the same president's son that took the presidential jet for leisure to go watch polo game in Kano. 3. What laws of Nigeria allows the president to take his children as official delegates to state visits? 4. What kind of passport does Sheyi Tinubu hold presently? 5. How much longer will this nonsense continue? 6. Well-meaning Nigerians, elites, must rise and address this gradual destruction of Nigeria as a state under rule of law. Dr. Bati, over to you.
Okay, first, you know, you're talking about those two boys there.
Yeah. Men.
Yeah, well, I don't know how old they are. I'm sure I'm much older than they are.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that first Nigerians complained that they should not have been on the delegation. We asked about the bona fide. The issue we raised then is that, yes, if their father is paying for them to be there, fine. I also raised the question, if they have the relevant qualifications, if they are business people in their own right, and they can bring investment and they will make a contribution, okay, maybe, then, you know, you say, okay, they have a reason to be there. But what I find disturbing in that video that we just showed is that in terms of the order of protocol, I spent 4 years studying diplomacy. And I'm not boasting about it.
Right.
I took courses, I took exams,
right,
and all of that. I read the books. They were coming in terms of the order of protocol before the ministers of the Federal Republic. Now, what is their role there that they will come? They are even put there before the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Who is going to explain that protocol arrangement, you know, to us as Nigerians? And then further, may we begin to ask, what do the president's children, what do they do for a living? I mean, by the time I was their age, you know, I don't know specifically how old they are, but from looking at them, by the time I was their age, I was doing something concrete with my life. PhD. I was not, I got a PhD at 24.
Yes!
I wasn't depending on any father.
Absolutely not.
So people must get to a stage in their lives where they hold themselves together. I don't want adults behaving like invalids, hanging around. Just because your father is in a position, or his children of privilege sometimes overdo it.
Yeah.
And these are boys that will probably have wives at home. Some of these girls, what they go through is very embarrassing. You can't have a husband that's just hanging around.
Wow.
That cannot stand on his 2 feet as men. So that is that about that. However, as for the trip, I think it's a diplomatic triumph for Nigeria. I had made the point about how before this, there was a likely diplomatic tiff with the note verbal, the Qataris saying they will not be available for a business and investment forum. But the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Nigeria and the presidency managed that very well. And then at the end of the day, the Qataris pulled back, you know, and allowed that business and investment forum to go ahead. And at the forum, President Tinubu made a number of statements. I repeat, people have been saying, okay, why is he there with the National Security Advisor? Yes, there are security issues in Nigeria. Sometimes you see in diplomacy, it's about signaling. And President Tinubu specifically said, I'm here looking for investment. And I've even come with my National Security Advisor, a man who is distinguished in his area of operation, that he has received awards and he has been honored in many parts of the world. And he is here. And I'm giving you the assurance that whatever your concerns are, we will address them. And then he talked about corruption. There are people who say he should not have talked about corruption. With due respect, I make the point that, look, when people want to come and invest in your country, they do country risk assessment. And I don't see what President Tinubu has done wrong by saying, look, if anybody bribes you, he's giving them, he's taking responsibility.
Yeah, it has generated.
And I don't see what is wrong in saying, this is my National Security Advisor. Go and check his profile. He knows his job. And he's here. if there are issues regarding security, I've brought my national security advisor. I've brought my my minister of finance. I've also assured you about concerns of corruption. But a part of the entire narrative that I find very, very embarrassing is the fact that you have children in, I think it's in Katsina, right? Is it Muna community? You know, I don't know whether I'm pronouncing the name very well.
In Katsina,
taken to the streets because their parents have been taken away. You know, the community is deserted. These are small children, and they don't have hope. And those children, they are getting introduced to the language of protest very early. It's an illustration of how bad Nigeria is.
Okay.
As for the people who are looting warehouse in Abuja and who are intercepting, you know, trucks laden with food items on the expressway between Kaduna and Kano and Abuja, it shows there is hunger in the land.
All right.
But that warehouse, should they not have provided security there? If it is government warehouse, you are keeping food there. They not only took away the food items, they even removed the door. They even removed the roof of the building. Failure of intelligence. Failure of government.
Yes.
But we do not support criminality. Because what those people did, anybody who goes to loot from a warehouse is a thief.
Absolutely. All right.